anxiously awaiting the tip-off. Welcome, everyone. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, ready to bring you all the action along with a quick check now for starting five for both teams. First for the Kings, the guards, Vasquez and McLemore. And the big fella inside out of the University of Kentucky, the unbelievably gifted and powerful pivot man, DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Mbamute, and it's Thompson in at the 4 slot. And for Golden State, Curry and Thompson, the splash brothers in the backcourt. And at the pivot, a terrific defender and all-around player, the Australian sensation, 7-footer Andrew Bogut. Then there's Iguodala, and it's Lee in at the 4.
I thought the defense really kind of slacked off there. He's going to drill those threes when he gets a good look.
And so here's Sacramento. It's a 3-point game. Here's Cousins. Sacramento gets it back. And McLemore kicks to Mbamute. Here's Vasquez. Count the bucket.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Good.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
And so here is Golden State. Thompson passes to Bogut. Fires from the corner. From deep three-point range. A shot no good. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
Well, we knew the Pacific was tough last year as a division. They sent 3 teams to the playoffs, and it's one reason why the Kings ended up just above the Suns in the division. Hard to make a lot of headway when you're the 4th best team in your state.
It's Curry with the drive. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Doris Burke has an update for us.
Well, Mark Jackson and I spoke for just a couple of moments. He told me he's wary about how they'll contend with DeMarcus Cousins inside. He said he's a beast in there, no doubt about it. Size, length, strength, and a ton of skill. The talent is really off the charts with him. And guys, he knows it won't be easy to muscle Cousins away from the rim. But he said that's what they've got to find a way to do. It won't be easy.
Thanks, Doris. Well, as you said, tough California teams, Clark, populating the Pacific, but the Kings actually did well against them. Better than, in fact, you would expect considering how far apart their win totals were.
Not bad. Kings went 7-9 in the division. Of course, Phoenix really struggled last year, and that was part of it. The Lakers had a down season as well. But, you know, all in all, I think the California teams are looking stronger and going forward, particularly Golden State and the Clippers. So it's going to be tough in that division.
Thompson dishes to Mbamute. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Mazzili's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for David Lee. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Steph Curry. Here's Spates. Makes it off the glass. Spates has got his first bucket in this one. Clock management. This is where, Steve, they can get a 2-for-1.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. As long as the first one's a good one, now you play D, you get the ball back, one more shot.
The feed to Douglas. From deep. Another 3 for Golden State. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the first. Thomas with the ball. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And this is where you just start picking apart the defense, and now you take their confidence away. You can really take control of this game.
Now, here is Landry. Marcus Thornton on the wing. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Thompson for 3. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
You know, the Warriors made big strides last year. Part of it was a retooling of the team, but they also got a lot of help from the group of rookies that they had, and a number of those rookies played prominent roles down the stretch and in the playoffs.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. The Kings trailing. Here's Thomas. The prayer from beyond half court is off the mark. Well, Clark, as you said, the Warriors did lean on their rookies as the season went on. 4 of them in all, with 3 coming in the draft and 1 walking on the roster. Big help, Steve, from them in the opening round of the playoffs.
Yeah, pretty remarkable that a team could do that well in the postseason, relying on so many rookies. But it speaks to their maturity, their character, the group they've put together. And it's very promising in terms of their long-term success.
Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, it's no secret that the Bay Area loves its basketball. It was made abundantly clear during last year's playoff run, says Steph Curry, saying, quote, "We made it to the conference semifinals and they gave me a key to the city." The key to the city for the semis. If we'd won a title, they'd have put a statue of Coach Jackson on top of the bridge. That statue might not be too far off the way they are collecting talent, Kev.
You can tell they've made a big impression. Thanks, Doris.
There's no question the big news for the Sacramento Kings is they're still the Sacramento Kings. After a nail-biting last couple of years, they saw the team flirt with moving to Virginia, Anaheim, Las Vegas, Seattle, and finally a new ownership group committed to keeping the team in Sac.
That's a great shot if there's 1 second left in the game.
Yeah, that would be the good time to do it. Not now, though.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Chuck Hayes. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the second quarter. And for all the Kings fans, what a great victory. Former 3-time NBA All-Star and Sacramento native son, Mayor Kevin Johnson, instrumental in securing financing for the new arena, and Steve campaigning with the league's owners to keep the team in Northern California.
I think it surprised everyone, Kevin. Seattle made such a strong bid. I think most people felt the team would end up in Seattle, but Johnson did his job. Sacramento stepped up to the plate, and I think it's great that the Kings get to keep their team, and hopefully Seattle will end up with one in the next couple of years.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Sacramento.
And some great drives to the bucket for them to this point, guys.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And the Kings making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And Cousins kicks to Vasquez. Plenty of space. That one a little long.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
And it's Barnes snapping it down.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
The pass to Vasquez. And it's sent back by Bogut.
I'd like to see them go 2 for 1 here.
I would, too. They need to make this a quick possession and a fruitful one, too.
Dishes it to Selmans. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And you can hear the reaction of the fans to that call.
Well, it's obvious they did not like it, Steve.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Sacramento. Curry, defended by Vasquez. Back to Iguodala, beyond the arc, and it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. The Kings have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
For Sacramento, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Well, they were a fairly decent free throw shooting team a year ago, Kevin, about 77% from the line.
Back to Lee. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one misses. The Kings making a switch here. That one misses. Here's Mbamuta. And the call will be against David Lee. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Kings have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. It could go. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome, fans.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to beautiful San Francisco, the Bay Area, and a view of the Bay Bridge.
You know, it's funny, you look at the Golden State Warriors, they've had the 3rd best home court advantage in the league over the last decade or so. Only the Rocky Mountain teams, Denver and Utah, were better. At Oracle, it's not the altitude, it's the crowd. One of the best in all of the NBA.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Hi, Kevin. Well, David Lee, an all-star for the 2nd time last season. He averaged almost 18 points, 11 boards, and 4 assists a game. In fact, he became only the 5th player in Warriors history to clear 17, 10, and 3. Lee said of his assist, quote, "Teams are giving me a lot of attention. A lot of times the natural thing is to find the open man." But he added, "I don't care about numbers. I get satisfaction from winning." And Kevin, the Warriors did that, with Lee making the first playoff appearance in his career.
Well, Doris, they really established that culture, and I guess those guys are buying in. And Clark, as you were saying about the Warriors, they really feed off this home crowd. Steve, you said maybe the best in the NBA.
I think so, just in terms of the support they get, regardless of their success. You think back over the last 16, 17 years, the Warriors have only been in the playoffs twice, and yet the fans are there every single night going nuts. So now that they're a good team, I think this fan base is really going to come alive.
But he gets it back. And the foul called on Vasquez. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Curry. No good. In and out off the rim.
Boy, it was an impressive turnaround for Mark Jackson and the Warriors last season. I mean, his promise of making the playoffs didn't come together in his first season at the controls, but in year 2, they got it done. And I tell you what, most thought Mark would be a really outstanding coach, and he's well on his way to making that a reality.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for McLemore. Gets it to go.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And for Mark Jackson, there have been some questions. He had never spent time as a coach, even as an assistant. I guess the question was, Steve, would he be able to take over the reins as a head coach?
Well, the biggest thing you want to do as an NBA coach is have your players buy into what you're selling. And Mark Jackson's been able to do that. His players believe in him. He motivates them. They like playing for him. And that's most of the battle right there.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Back to Thompson. Curry with the steal. Soft touch off the glass. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Vasquez with it. Curry meets him. Here's Thompson. No good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And here we go with Thompson. Running it up the throw. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
And the jam by Stephen Curry.
Things are really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Not sure where it was before, but better late than never.
Kings moving the ball around. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thompson with the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Well, good timeout, guys, because, you know, this has been a bad run for them. He's got to get his team back on the same page and executing well together.
Sometimes just getting a stop in the action can be enough to get a team back on track. There's something about that little pause in the intensity of the game that lets you refocus.
Sacramento making some changes. Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Cousins. And Carl Landry is subbed in for Jason Thompson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jermaine O'Neal. That is his first foul of the game. 19 seconds left to play in the third.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hands. It's pretty simple, guys. It's not complicated. The solution to ending this run will be to get back and actually be serious about playing some defense here.
Yeah, mentally, they look defeated. I mean, every single hoop is coming in transition, and I don't know if they're going to compete here tonight or not.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Warriors. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. And they're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
And they continue to run and gun throughout the game, guys.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Well, Iguodala is one of the elite perimeter defenders in the game. And what I love about him is he can guard any of the perimeter positions. 1, 2, 3, doesn't matter. He's so mobile and active, great anticipation, and a really good help defender as well.
Yeah, he's outstanding. Even if he's not at the point of attack, he's always lurking in the passing lanes. His defensive awareness enhances his great physical gifts at that end of the floor.
Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Warriors lead by 5.
Well, it's been all about pace and space with the tempo, the fast break points. It's just a huge advantage.
Yeah, they've been looking to push it all the time and to get that early offense, and they're doing it well.
The Warriors shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. That's the bucket. The Kings trail by 5. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Landry no good. And here are the Warriors now. And here they go. Lee with the ball. He's picked up by Landry. They get the rebound. And another shot. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And the Kings making a change here. Thompson's checked in, and that one falls for Azila. Here's Vasquez. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. .144 left to play here in the fourth. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Curry's shot is good.
And he has picked it up here in the second half, really lighting it up now.
Wide open. That's good from Vasquez on the assist by Thompson. Vasquez has got 4 points this quarter.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Of course, they have to stay hot. Well, if they do, I think you're right, Clark, particularly if they can convert defense into offense.
Cousins. Thompson with the rebound.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
It's stolen by Vasquez. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch the breath. Yeah. And the basket by Curry.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Iguodala with the steal. And he goes in for the dunk.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. Been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere's been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're down by 12. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for the Kings. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. He rallied the troops saying, nobody said it was going to be easy. They're not laying down. They're not going away. If we want this game, we have to take it from them. Kevin, plenty of fire in that speech.
Thanks again, Doris. Curry attacking, and he banks in the layup. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
And Carl Landry picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Curry. Sacramento's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Now, here is O'Neal. Iguodala outside. O'Neal. He feeds it to Curry. Back to O'Neal. From deep three-point range. Misses. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.